Well, with the cool weather officially here, the best way to warm up might just be with a nice bowl of hot soup. Kathy Sharp is an Alberta cattle producer. She joins us this morning with a recipe that takes advantage of one of the most iconic tastes in Alberta. Welcome, Kathy.
Thank you very much for having me.
We're going to just talk about this right off the top and get this out of the way. A lot of people have concerns about beef currently because of the recall. Tell us why we should be consuming Alberta beef.
With Alberta beef, it has 14 essential nutrients. It's great for your kids to grow up on. You can throw it into a meal and you have all the nutrients that you need. And I do want to stress, though, that you have to follow your food safety 101 in the kitchen. And that means cook your beef thoroughly. And once you do that, it is safe. And if everybody along the food chain follows that food safety 101, you know, it's safe and very healthy for you to eat.
And very delicious. And that applies to any protein. I know beef is being maligned at the moment, but it applies to anything. Now, we're also going to talk about one of the best tools and most essential tools that we have in the kitchen, a meat thermometer.
That's right, and I use this regularly, all the time. I keep it out on the counter. It is one of my main tools, and it's very important. You can't go by the color of the meat.
Right.
You have to use that thermometer, and once you do that, you're good to go, and you know that it's safe then. And I, as a beef producer, I stress that you use your meat thermometer, and we work hard at the farm producing that quality meat, and we need it to be that.
And it is the best. We know it's the best here in Alberta.
So I agree.
Let's get to this recipe. Perfect for a cold day.
That's
what
right.
Are we making?
We are going to make Italian-style hamburger soup with Alberta beef. I've used 1 pound of lean hamburger, and I've pre-cooked it. Being on TV here, you know, you need about 15 minutes of cooking time for it before you start adding some of your other ingredients. So I've pre-cooked it. I've also added in 4 cloves of garlic minced. Perfect. 1 large onion chopped. I've done 1 cup of thinly sliced carrots, zucchini, and celery. And it's just cooking up here. You want to simmer it and make sure it's thoroughly cooked. Then you add about 900 milliliters of your chicken broth. And you can kind of gauge how much liquid you want into your soup.
Right, so if you want it a little more hearty, you can add less. So.
Right. And I've done that too, where I've used this recipe the next day almost as a lasagna. You know, it thickens up and you put it in a casserole dish, add some cheese, and you throw it in the oven, and you got yourself another meal.
Perfect.
So I've added in the chicken broth and add in the tomato soup. Or the tomato sauce,
Tomato sauce, okay.
And you want a large container of your stewed tomatoes. And you also want a tablespoon and a half of your Italian dressing, or seasoning, sorry, and a 1/4 teaspoon of your chili flakes.
And I bet you can add more if you want it spicy.
You can, adjust to what your audience is. If you've got you know, a crowd coming over, you might want to, you know, add a little bit less. I kind of adjust it to what my kids like as well. You know, you might have a picky eater in the household.
I have a 3-year-old.
Yes.
And then what do we have some noodles here as well.
Yeah, you want to bring this to a boil and cook it up for about 10 minutes. And then for cooking or TV time, I've pre-cooked the spaghetti.
Right.
What you usually do is just throw in your uncooked spaghetti.
That wouldn't take too long.
So I'll throw that in, and you want to just give it a stir.
Andy, I see you over there watching with rapt attention. Don't worry, it'll be ready soon.
And then you add in your parsley. And now spinach, not everybody likes spinach, and I know kids don't, but you can hide it in there.
If it's chopped up real small like you've done, perfect.
You might not, you know, the kids might not realize it's in there.
You have a lot of food groups going.
Yes.
We have this recipe, by the way, breakfasttelevision.ca, and websites that we should link to also.
Is canadabeef.ca and Taste Alberta. beef.ca. So yeah, go to any of those websites, and there's lots of information on there about cooking tips, food safety, nutrients in beef. There's 14 of them, so they're definitely what you want to add and incorporate into your meal.
Perfect. Yeah, all the links on our website, breakfasttelevision.ca. And of course, we are loyal to Alberta beef here in Alberta because we know it's the best. We're going to let this cook. Kathy, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
We have another.